welcome.
Hello.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you are listening to this. This is Comix, and we have Esteban in black shirt, black hat, and we got Ash, the other guy. And we
sexy cutoff.
We do a round table and just talk about.
Why do you look like you're fucking a DJ at EDM right now with your setup? Like you're fucking. I feel like you should just be doing this the whole time.
with his different mics.
Yeah, right.
Whatever, dude.
All he needs is this shit. His head like just like that.
I should let him borrow one of mine. My big
look, man.
Circle.
Look, we're live right now on Twitch and Facebook. We're live on TikTok, so don't be hating. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for the fans.
We are podcast. Nerd News Entertainment Podcast, and we just talk about what nerd news has come up for the week. And so we're just going to go ahead and dive right into it. I have a question for you, Ash. Ezra Miller being officially fired from WB, that was announced last week or a week and a half ago. What are your sentiments on that, considering Warner Brothers has been rough with launching a successful movie franchise, movie universe? Do you feel that that's going to hinder them? Are you indifferent?
What's good? Are they creating a fucking story out of the movie, but somehow editing them out of the movie, or is just Flashpoint not coming out?
Oh, the first statement that I read was that the technology, because Ezra Miller is in a significant part of the movie, that the technology doesn't exist to edit him out. If they were to, like, the only way that they can, if they were to recast him, they would have to scrap the movie, which doesn't make sense to do. Right. So the decision that they've made as this last week, the statement that was released was that this movie's getting released, but he's officially fired from Warner Brothers going forward. Yeah. But being a multiverse type thing, they could probably just say he went through a loop. Oh, he looks different. But what's your sentiment on it? Do you think the fumble can still be picked up and move forward?
I think he fucking ruined his whole fucking career. Like, dude, like once you like look at like everybody that ever got their spin-offs, there's fucking actual franchises they want to give you, like your Shia LaBeouf. Like there's, like once you're successful as a leading man, like you would have been fucking set.
Yeah.
Kind of ruined his own career.
Do you feel that?
Look at Tom Holland. Like if you were fucking, and you were kind of even seen as, because they came around at the same time, so it's kind of like Ezra Miller was kind of our Spider-Man in the Avengers in the movie. You know what I mean? So they kind of gave us that vibe. So it's kind of like, look at where Tom Holland is now, not only doing Spider-Man, but fucking like you're going to show up also in other Marvel movies. Plus, like you're set for life, but you're also getting Uncharted. So they're giving you a franchise already. You know what I mean? Like
you're looking at it through the actor's perspective. Like if you were his friend, you'd be like, "You fucking up, homie." Like,
oh, that conversation should have happened like the first time they buried it.
The first time he chokeslammed that chick in the Esteban.
Yeah.
So Ash is mentioning through the actor's perspective. How do you feel through the studio perspective, or through an audience member rather? If it's no secret that DC Comics isn't as successful in movies as the Marvel films have been, do you think this is gonna just take it another dip and fans are gonna go, there's another Flash, we're out? Do you think it's salvageable? Where do you think it's at?
From a fan's perspective, I don't think it's gonna hurt DC, to be quite honest, because seeing Ezra Miller in the news for the reasons why he was in the news, for assaulting people out in Hawaii, to him grooming a child, I'm speaking as a fan. I'm glad he's gone. I think it was long overdue, to be quite honest. I don't think it's going to hurt DC. I think, to be quite honest, I think this is probably like the last nail in the coffin for the old iteration of the DCEU. And this is just going to spark something new for the fans. I know that there's a lot of fan casting going on right now for the new Flash, so we'll see. I'm excited though.
Oh, who's that guy that went at fucking comicbook.com wanted to give it to with somebody else as fucking Reverse Flash?
Oh, his name's no. Yeah, he came out in. It was the guy that played Havoc in.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I think his name's Lucas Till, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the guy that played Havoc in. Fuck, I don't remember his name.
Was it First Class?
No. They want him to play Flash.
Yeah, Lucas Till. You're right.
Yeah, and I think my
Tony
buddy Miguel
Starr.
told me. Yeah, Tony Starr.
Oh,
Anthony Starr,
fucking
that plays Homelander. To play the Reverse Flash, that is just epic casting right there. Like legit epic casting.
That would be cool. That would be very cool.
Yeah, speaking of Homelander.
Homelander, like, didn't he got arrested like 3 months ago, right, for public intoxication?
Yeah, well, so did what's his name, Barry Keegan, the guy that played the Joker and was what's his name in the Eternals? He got arrested too for public intoxication. But it's just kind of like, the way I see it is just like, oh, they were just drunk in public. Ezra Miller fucking groomed somebody, So it's just like, let's sweep that shit under the rug. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ezra Miller, all that. We're all the same here. Like, no,
we've all gotten drunk.
We've all made mistakes. But you kept making it. You set up appointments.
Ezra Miller, Ted Bundy.
There's that one executive in the we've all chokeslammed a girl, right? No, Bob. No, we haven't.
I mean, the video clip started at the chokeslam. What did she say? Like, I heard it was in self-defense. She was much smaller than him.
No, Bob, we've never done that.
I'm the asshole. We're like, yeah.
Yes, sir, you are.
Sir, you're horrible.
What are some of the other Undertaker moves? Oh, it's the choke slam. What does that look like? Like, it's a totally innocent thing if you're on TMZ the next
week. I don't know what's the problem.
Turns into a tombstone pile driver all of a sudden. It's like,
but apparently they're looking for him, right? And then he posted up on his Twitter, I'm in another universe. I'm like, dude, what a piece of shit.
Yeah. He was mocking the police because they were trying to find him. He was mocking them like, you can't find me, blah. And then all of a sudden, like, his Twitter and Instagram were deleted completely. So I think it was just like one of those where like his publicist was like, hey, you fucking idiot, they can trace that shit.
His PR person is just like chain smoking right now, like just trying to I just need this person to just calm the fuck down for a day. Speaking of PR person,
yes, and then too, everything he's losing, the agent and the managers are losing. Like,
so much money in this.
Absolutely.
Now, with what you were saying earlier, though, Esteban, that you're probably right. Like, no news. I mean, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right?
To a certain point, man.
Also true. He groomed kids.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah. Well, Amber Heard got a lot of bad press recently, and I know that there's a petition for that.
A lot of shitty press.
Because there's what's your sense?
Hey, you think Johnny Depp's still paying on it? His Tempur-Pedic?
And I'm still paying on it. Ash,
I feel like with the money he's getting, he's gonna pay off that bill.
He's gonna be all right.
He'll be just fine.
Do you feel any particular way to have them edit Amber Heard out of Aquaman 2, Ash? Do you give a shit? Are you indifferent?
No, I mean, if the franchise is still going to consider go forward with Jason Momoa, like, then again, you cost yourself fucking a DC movie, or, again, you cost yourself a franchise. Like, what if they did the character she plays?
Mira.
Mira.
Right? What if they did a spinoff of her? Like all the shit that happens while he's gone. Like you have your own little fucking storyline you could have done, like your own series, your Penguin that's coming. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, do you feel like if they chose not to recast her, would you be upset?
No, but it just again is there for in some comics he's still with her and other things he's whatever, right? Like so storyline
they're pretty much always together. Like
okay.
Yeah.
So then again, like I think the story should be told. It's like trying to do fucking Spider-Man without Mary Jane. You know what I mean?
Well, the idea is that they're thinking of recasting her, so Mira will still be in the universe, but they're
so that's what I mean. I would want them to recast.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I don't
remember that fucking when she was the idea of her being gone, fucking not Game of Thrones.
They were petitioning a Hispanic actress, right, to take her place.
Really? I thought everybody. Well, the fans were trying to cast Emily Clark as.
Oh yeah, Emily Clark. That's the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because she had such great chemistry with Jason Momoa on Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's cute.
You know how fucking comicbook.com sometimes will put up that fucking weird fake poster of the movie that's never coming out?
Yeah.
But no, they fucking did her as that character. I can't remember that character. Yeah. So
now, I don't know. Like, I mean, if they chose not to recast her, I wouldn't be upset. Like, I mean, she just seems like a shitty person, but the movie's already it seems like an unnecessary amount of money. Like maybe on the next film, go ahead and recast her. But like they're legit thinking of what they did with Kevin Spacey when it came out that he was like,
when he did that one movie, they ended up reshooting all of his scenes.
Yeah. They edited him out completely, but he was a supporting character, so they were able to do that, and they swapped it out with this other person. So there is an actual petition out now because that movie's been done filming, but there's a petition out to edit her out and then put in someone new, which I think is a little. I mean, she did something fucked up to a person. She publicly seemed that it was not the best of people, but I don't know if it's enough to like let's drop millions to do that. Like I would just say this movie's out, it's already done, and then moving forward,
I think
we'll do this.
With Johnny Depp being such an icon, I mean, in a lot of maybe the fact that he was an icon, people gave a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't think it was that they gave a shit. I think it was the fact that that a man stood up to being accused of abuse, sexual abuse and physical abuse, saying that it was all a lie, and everyone immediately sided with Amber Heard, and nobody really believed him. You know, so the mere fact that he stood up and he did something and he said something, and the jury's convicted, not convicted, but saw Johnny Depp as being, hurt in that way. It shows so much that, that for men that are abused, or whether physically, emotionally, verbally, they can stand up and they can say, hey, like it's happened to me too. You know what I mean? But to go as far as what you were saying, Luis, as far as Amber Heard being recast, apparently not Jason. What's his name?
James Wan.
Yes, thank you, James Wan. Apparently, James Wan has gone on record saying that Amber Heard's only like in 10 minutes of the film. So that's why they're seriously considering reshooting her scenes. So because the majority of the stuff that they probably shot of her was either no good or garbage, they edited it down to her being only 10 minutes in the film.
I wonder if they'll edit. They could just maybe even edit it down even more than that. Like
either that or just cut her out completely if it's not vital to the story. You know what I mean? There
was a character in a person, the reality, the fucking Survivor-esque show that I watched called The Challenge.
Yeah.
Somebody tweeted, or one of the contestants like a couple seasons ago tweeted like a racial slur.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to be funny, which it wasn't funny at all, and she made it to the finals because it was obviously it's already pre-shot, and the producers were very against it. And before the next episode where it shows her making it to the finals, there was like a little like blurb on it saying this episode is a little shorter than the others. We've reduced her screen time. We apologize, for whatever.
So if it doesn't make sense, our bad.
Yeah, and like you'll see her in the background of stuff, but like no conversations being had with like all the everything's happening here, like the miracles of editing. And I just thought it was like such a big fuck you to her.
Absolutely.
And then she ended up getting like that was her episode. Like she did like a bunch of good things in the game show, but it was like MTV was like, we're not fucking with that at all. Like that's absolutely not okay. And so if James Wan's saying she's only in 10 minutes of the film, I can see like she's about to be on the scene and then like a Coca-Cola product placement on her face or something.
They'll cut to a Family Guy episode.
Yeah, they'll cut to a Family Guy episode. Ash, real quick on Twitch, someone's saying hello to you. It's Desaroni_gaming. She says, hi, Ash.
Hi.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, I know who that is. Hi.
I know what that is.
I know who that is.
You heard it? I heard it.
I heard it. We all heard it here first. Barbie film. Ryan Gosling as the Ken doll. I see it. I immediately started thinking of that Aqua song from the 90s. I'm a Barbie girl.
How dare you know that song?
Everybody knows that song.
That you're like to get ready for the day song.
Yeah. It's my alarm.
You sang that so perfect. It was like kind of like, oh fuck, it's just another.
It's my alarm.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Is that the part of your alarm?
Let's go party. It looks like it's taking a comedic approach. No interest at all, Esteban?
No, none whatsoever. But I can see Ryan Gosling jumping forward in front of Ryan Reynolds as every man's crush, based off of the Barbie movie and his extremely blonde hair.
Just labs.
Yes.
What about you, Ash? Do you not give a shit?
I don't know.
I already bought my tickets.
He's like, Ash, do you give a shit? He's like, do I give a shit?
Barbie on his neck.
Right next to My Little Pony. I really don't.
Barbie silhouette behind his ear.
But I kind of think too, if it's gonna be like, if it's successful, it's gonna be a part 2, and then it would be like, I don't know, an older looking Ken, like, hey, I can still kick it, like
melted plastic. Well, what? Okay, what position?
Like a chewed up arm from the dog. It's just all.
He has a chicken wing.
They all have chewed.
His head's barely hanging on, like it's a realistic Barbie.
Well, no, like I'm kind of curious. Which avenue are they going to take it? Are they going to take it as Barbie and Ken as actual like toys, or is it like the story of Barbie being created as, the iconic doll and, the two people behind it that essentially gave life to Barbie and Ken?
I think it's maybe that, like the world that Barbie and Ken live in, but it's not like the toys. Like it's just, these are real people living.
I swear to God, if this turns out to be like a live action Toy Story, it's just Barbie and Ken fucking running through the house and shit. I don't know, man.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of creepy.
I'd be kind of down with that.
Their feet are like that, like the way the fucking Barbies are. Like the feet are all fucking weird. Have to walk all jacked up.
But yeah, they don't have joints. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be down. If it's comedic, which it looks like it is. Looks like it will be.
And they have to be able to carry things, but but you're not closing your hands.
You can't close your hands. That's the thing. It's like, okay, originally Amy Schumer was tied to it. Amy Schumer was supposed to play Barbie. you know, and then she dropped out and Margot Robbie took over. So I'm just kind of like, which way was this supposed to go? Was it supposed to be comedic? Was it supposed to be like a true story? Like what, man?
I didn't know Schumer was attached to it.
Yeah, she was
comedic then.
She was originally supposed to play Barbie, then she dropped out. So I don't know.
All right. We'll see. We'll see in 2 years. It's a long time coming.
2 years? 24 is when it's supposed to be coming out?
Tentative.
Whoa.
Hunger Games, like by the end game, like everybody's gonna be all fucking like the fucking fake ass wig. It's gonna be fucking hilarious. Oh no, this is not good.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right, let's get into some Star Wars news. It's been a very strong week for Star Wars. Before we get into the big stuff,
are we not doing drink of the day and comments or nothing like that?
There really aren't any comments.
Okay.
But what are we drinking, Ash?
What are you drinking, Ash? It's only Evan Williams and Corona with a lime in it.
Fancy with the lime.
It wasn't my drinking week, which I've been holding on to once it's my week so that it's something interesting. But we broke rotation and now it somehow landed on me.
Got it.
No, it's okay because I'm drinking an extra large 805.
805.
Cerveza.
Ooh, the cerveza.
Yeah, it's really good. I love it. Fantastic.
Fantastico. Mwah. We normally do a drink of the week at the beginning of the episode, and we took a couple weeks off because we got sick.
You got COVID.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
and so we decided to take a couple
we
weeks
got
off.
The beaches. We got some blah blah. We got Corona. Like it was weird.
Completely forgot how our show goes.
It's okay.
But let's go back to that Star Wars news. Before we get into the really cool shit that happened.
Yes.
There's a couple pairs of rumors. First rumor is a Star Wars Fallen Order Cal Kestis spin-off show is a possibility, very strong possibility. It's being rumored now. There's no official statement, but Disney last month, 2 months ago, they did announce that they're going to be doing the Cal Kestis, the main character from Star Wars Fallen Order, the video game. His lightsaber is going to be sold at the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Park of Disneyland. Esteban, what do you feel the likelihood of this happening is?
Bro, I'm excited about it. I think with all the Star Wars news that ended up coming out of the Star Wars convention that took place, Star Wars Celebration this year, I think it gave a rebirth to Star Wars. Because as everyone remembers, like everyone was very on the fence about the most recent trilogy. So it's just kind of like I think it gave new life to it. With Mandalorian season 1, season 2, which were fucking amazing. The Book of Boba Fett was so. The Bad Batch was awesome. Star Wars Visions was great. So it gave new life to Star Wars again, which is awesome. As far as the Cal Kestis, I hope it happens. I literally just started playing Fallen Order. I've never played it before.
It's fun, right?
I just started playing it. It is so much fun.
Yeah.
Like so much fun.
You get so tied into his backstory too, right?
Yes, man.
Yeah.
And because of like I've been playing and then seeing Kenobi, it's like you start putting like the pieces together. It's just like Order 66 took place, and then in Jedi Fallen Order, Cal Kestis was a part of Order 66 or was there when it happened. It's just the way that it puts everything together, man. Like I love the fact that the creators thus far for Kenobi, for Mandalorian, for Book of Boba Fett, it's like I feel like they weren't in it for the paycheck. You know what I mean? Like they put their heart and soul, their blood, sweat, and tears in the show, because I guarantee you, and I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about Kenobi. If you rewatch episode 4, I guarantee you're going to see it in a different light, man. Like I guarantee it, So I really hope the Cal Kestis thing is true. I hope it happens. I want to see it. this made me fall in love with Star Wars once again, and I'm so excited.
Watching the backstory of the oh my gosh, what's her name?
Reva?
What do they call it? Sith, the something sister?
The Inquisitors.
Yeah, the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Seeing her backstory of being a survivor from Order 66 is Cal Kestis's origin story, essentially, except his master sacrifices himself to let him escape on the escape pod. But it was like that whole thing where he has a concept of the Force, but he's not super well versed in it, similar to the Inquisitor. So seeing that storyline, it's like, oh, there's absolutely more Jedi, but they're not going to be as powerful as, let's say, Obi-Wan, because they haven't honed their skills. They stopped training and now they're in hiding, but they know basics. So it's exciting. I hope so too. Ash, do you have any thoughts on the rumored Cal Kestis TV show?
No.
Okay.
Like, I don't know that character. Like I've been watching everything, so I don't know the character.
Because that one's on. He's from the video game, the Fallen Order video game.
Oh, okay.
Very good play. I think it might be on sale now.
If you have Xbox, it's on the Game Pass. So
if you have PlayStation, it's on the PlayStation Plus, the new release PlayStation Plus pass.
Yeah. So I have what?
I'm still trying to beat Shadows of the Empire. I haven't even gotten to that game. I wanted to get into Force Awakens or the Force
Awakens is fun.
Not Force Awakens. What's the one with the
Force Unleashed?
Force Unleashed, that's what it was.
Oh, I meant Force Unleashed and I said Force Awakens also. Unleashed is fun. Fun fact about the Force Unleashed is the actor that plays Darth Vader's apprentice in that. He like the motion capture actor and the voice actor. He's the voice actor of Darth Maul in the Clone Wars series. Same dude. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, Ash. What do you feel? What is your overall view? And then we're gonna go to you after Sevan of the Obi-Wan series. What's your thoughts on?
Fucking amazing, dude. I
am so sorry. Pause. We're going to go into major spoiler territory, guys, for anybody that hasn't seen Obi-Wan. We're about to get into our little spoiler talk to just kind of review what our thoughts of it were with brief synopsises of it. So if you haven't seen it, jump out.
We got a comment right now from Dr. Doctor Strange, I wish. Dr. Yoshi Puff. And they stated, I just cry every time there's a new backstory for Order 66.
So good.
Because that's even the Bad Batch, right? Or that's Order 99.
No, you're right. Bad Batch, they did it too, because it's like they all started with the little microchip in their heads. Yeah. But the Bad Batch, they weren't.
Right, but that affected. Everything, this is what's happening at that exact fucking moment.
Oh, dude, that's the best part, man.
Across the galaxy, all these different things. So good. You're absolutely right, Doctor. We agree with you.
That's the best part.
You. All right, Ash. Obi-Wan series overall.
So it was fucking amazing. I know. It was amazing because fucking one, you kind of got to see the fucking God mode, like it almost like Jedi versus Jedi shit. Like it wasn't like fucking mind your fucking surroundings. I know, different movie, but it wasn't like blah blah blah. Your hate makes you awesome, Anakin, or like like a little whatever. But like this was actually like, fuck you, motherfucker. This is like, and what's so fucking crazy is now when you watch A New Hope, it was kind of like, it makes me sad that I can't see Ultimate Jedi versus Ultimate Jedi, because I kind of feel like that's what we would have gotten.
Okay.
It would have been a bigger sacrifice for Alec McGuinness, technology-wise, if it was like just straight out like, this is everything I fucking learned, and then this is everything I fucking learned as a fucking Sith. Like, the ultimate fucking crazy shit. I mean, but I'm saying at the sacrifice of that, but I think I felt like that's what we got to see.
Yeah.
Once he's pulling rocks towards fucking Vader, like it was kind of like that's what fucking Vader does. Like you got to see when you watch New Hope, Luke is the only guy that could fucking stand up to him and be like his equal.
Yeah.
But you had Obi-Wan, but his story was kind of over. Like, this is now your job, and taught him everything or whatever. I don't know. It was fucking amazing. It was amazing to see God mode, because at the same time, while he's learning to get his powers back, his Jedi powers back, he got pulled into fire he was like, his storyline was him getting his powers back, and him not even wanting his powers, but like through wanting to get Leia back to protect Luke, like he made himself get his powers back and become like kind of. It's exactly how I felt when you saw Ultimate Luke in fucking Mandalorian. It's just fighting, but you don't even need to stop. You just fucking crush that motherfucker in his own suit. Like, that was fucking amazing. Like, ultimate Jedi shit. And it matches what you would have seen in the books. Like, imagine what we could have gotten to see, and we probably can see in a different fucking thing. Like, Leia as her own spinoff. Like, whatever. And her becoming the Jedi and her own... Not there. Sorry. Or at least how she got back into the ship. You know what I mean?
Or force pull or force pull.
Yeah. Pull yourself in. I was thinking about A New Hope also because of the New Hope is technically their third fight where they're fighting to the death, right?
Yes.
And I just felt it sadder, like,
right?
Because it just seemed like Obi-Wan's like, I'm not gonna do this again. I've beat you twice. Like, it to me, and I would just I haven't watched it.
The humble brag.
I know, right?
I mean, no, but it's like
I ain't taking you on again.
Yeah, like I beat you. No, honestly, it's like I
every
beat you
time
twice.
Vader comes up, he's like, "No, bro, like, oh, that's a fucking thing."
Like, I'm not gonna do this again, and that's why, like, he allows himself to die, and then but he disappears, and then Vader like picks up the cloak or whatever.
Sad.
Like, that's how I see it. Like, he's just like, I'm tapped, I'm good, and that's where.
I'm so tired of beating you.
But just like, you're not gonna change, and I can't kill you. Like, I can't. Right. I was physically able to twice, and but I can't do it. Yeah. I'll make your son do it. So.
If you think about it this way, his whole life was just getting him ready to fucking beat him.
Yeah.
That's the only other. I can't fucking kill you because you're my fucking Padawan. Like, it has to be your son, like, it has to, like, almost prophetic. Like
a prophecy. Yeah, I get you. Esteban, Obi-Wan.
Bro, I loved it. All 6 episodes. I wish there was more. I hope there's more. I hope there's a second season to it. I know certain people like hated on it a little bit because they're just like, oh, Ewan McGregor looks like that. It's only supposed to be a few years after, for him to look like Alex McGinnis. It's just like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, I was sick of the haters saying, it's like, oh, we should have gotten flashbacks of the Clone Wars. It's like, dick, they had made a whole fucking series.
Yeah.
Like, if you wanted that, go watch that. Like, that's not what this is. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. And I think that's the one thing that got me mad, because I would see posts. It's just like, well, I'm expecting, live Clone Wars flashbacks, and I want to see Obi-Wan and Anakin in their Clone War armor. And it's like, there's 7 seasons that you can pull up on Disney Plus. Like, go watch that.
Hey, did you have a problem? Did you have a problem with that that Mind Your Surroundings scene where Christian Haydenson actually looks his age?
Yeah.
But, I have the higher ground. He looks clearly 20 years younger. Like,
I think I was more excited. I was more excited because it's like we got to see Anakin again. You know what I mean? After so many years. I was excited about that. I was excited to see Hayden Christensen as Anakin. That's what I was happy for. I'm like, that's dope. Like, this is pretty cool, for him to do that, for him to come back from acting after he was pretty much shunned away by all the hating Star Wars fans. You know what I mean? I'm glad he came back, you know. It didn't bother me at all. I don't think there was anything that bothered me in the series. I was just extremely happy to get what I got in these 6 episodes. And if anybody noticed, you guys noticed that each episode was like kind of hinted to one of the previous episodes in the movies wise. Like if you watch Obi-Wan episode 1, there's reference to pod races. If you watch when you watch episode 2, there's a reference to the Clone Wars, a reference to Revenge of the Sith in episode 3, A New Hope, you know, so if you watch
shit, no.
Yeah, dude, like it's like fucking perfect. Cause I mean, okay, really think about it. The title for episode 6 is Return of the Jedi. What happened to Obi-Wan at the end? Return of the Jedi when he was fighting fucking Vader, dude. Like, come on. You know?
Yeah.
Like how cool is that? You know, for them, that's what I'm saying. It's like everyone tied to the Star Wars series, Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, Deborah Chow, you know, all the everyone that directed, Taika Waititi, what's her name? That's in Star Wars, in Jurassic Park.
Oh,
what's her name? Howard. Fucking
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Bryce Dallas Howard. You know, they like you can see the passion in these directors when they put this stuff together. It's like they didn't just put it together just to put it together. Like they did their fucking homework, man. And I love that. You know, and I know I'm getting super excited about it, and I don't care, but I dug it, dude. And just like Ash said, to see Obi-Wan in God mode, essentially, you know, when he was beating the shit out of Vader's chest plate with the butt of his lightsaber, dude.
Fucking, that was dope.
How fucking dope was that? You know,
when he cut half of his helmet, and you can hear half of
James Earl Jones
and half Hayden Christensen. It was like,
Isn't there? Sorry, real quick.
Bro,
is there an infamous cover that it's a homage to? There's an infamous cover where half of his shit is gone. Like,
so that I only know of 2 instances that has happened. It was in Rebels where Ahsoka fought Vader, and she essentially cut off half of his helmet. So there was that, and then
other people whipping Vader's ass.
Well, no, but that's the thing is that I think that's Vader's flaw.
Fighting picks is like he gets his ass kicked.
No, dude, I think
not good.
I think that's Vader's flaw, though. I think Vader's flaw, he's too passionate, dude. Like he's too
angry,
guns blazing. He really is. He's too guns blazing. Our comments are blowing up right now on Twitch. Zach says, "Hi guys, are we talking Kenobi?" Val Zune 86 says, "Hi Zach, yes." Zach says, "Yes, just like the duel with Ahsoka, yeah." And then Val says, "Oh my god, that was my favorite part." What's up, guys? Thanks for joining. But yeah, dude, the last episode paid off. Episode 6 paid off, and like I was telling Carmen earlier today, if we don't get a season 6, I'm content. I'm happy, you know, because of what we got.
Season 2?
Yeah, a season 2 of Kenobi. If we don't get a season 2, I know.
Bro, by that time he will look like
season 6.
I know, right?
He's like, I'm tired.
And
that's what I'm saying, dude.
Cigarette?
Doesn't care anymore.
We're gonna run this again, Howard. No, dude, and that's the thing is that, like, you know, if we don't get a season 2, okay, for Kenobi, if we don't get a season 2, I'm content. No.
With the
you know what I mean?
Of fucking Qui-Gon, spoilers,
bro.
There's gonna be like, no, he's down. Like, all right, let's do this now. Whatever storyline we're gonna do.
I love the fact when he brought that up. When he brought that up was when he goes, hey, where Qui-Gon's like, I've been waiting for you this whole time, and then Obi-Wan's like, the fuck, bro? Like, I've been trying to talk.
I'm on taking 8. Like, come on, I've been waiting the whole time.
Let's see. Oh, Dr. Yoshi Puff again on TikTok says it's equivalent of the snap in Infinity War from every show or in every show. Also says Twilight. I think it's Twilight of the Apprentice. I think that's a book, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then they also said 2002 is the year of the goats. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Just with all the shows that we're getting, everything that we're getting from Marvel, everything that we're getting from Star Wars, it's just like, yes, this is the year of the goats.
Not only that, like, again, there's a whole Leia storyline now. There's a Luke becoming Luke. Like, however you want to go.
That little actor, Leia.
Your own picture.
Leia fucking killed it.
How does Leia not get her own fucking season of something with how much they made Leia in fucking
little badass.
Shit, Dr. Yoshi Puff cleared up. The title of the Ahsoka Vader battle in Rebels is called Twilight of the Apprentice. So if you guys want to watch that episode what we're talking about.
Thank you, Doctor.
And with the holster, now the whole fucking thing could be how she got the gun to hold it, to the iconic scene where
dude,
shooting. Like, it's so good.
You guys hear all the hate that people were throwing at this child actor for playing Leia?
Oh,
dude, they were just like, that's not Leia. Bro, if you break down Leia's character, that little girl played Leia fucking perfectly. You cannot say that is not Carrie Fisher. And it was
there was less prince and royalty and becoming like royalty is like as a general. I'm becoming a general myself.
Yeah,
like fucking crazy.
The best line, aside from her acting, but at the very end in episode 6, where she's looking at her stepdad, and she tells him there are other ways to lead, and her dad's just like, yeah, there are. So it's like she already knew what she needed to do, man. Like, she knew what her path was at that age. Like,
and here's how much of a fucking wuss I am. There was that moment, a holster with a mom, and you don't know if it's gonna be all fucking. That's ridiculous. Like, you don't know if they're gonna go the D route or how. And then she was, I love it or whatever. It was kind of like a kind of like a fucking. I'm gonna fight that. I'm gonna fight that. Yeah. That was and then Jimmy Smith had the same scene, like that whole little like a Mufasa Simba moment.
Right. And exactly.
When Obi-Wan's he's gonna leave, and he's like, "Do you want to meet him?"
Yeah.
I was watching it with Dana, and she immediately just starts crying.
He only says old Ben. Like, you don't even know if that was the one time he got to meet him.
Right, and then Crazy Ben.
Oh, yeah. Or if it's Crazy Ben, could be like all these times that he saved him from all these crazy shit. Like, oh, hey, that's fucking crazy Ben.
Ass Ben over there. Yeah.
Or what if he just gets drunk at parties?
Goddamn Ben.
He's that Theo that just falls asleep.
It's like his crazy neighbor. Like, he shows up all like, "What's up, dog?" Oh, fuck.
Just wearing the hood.
Falls asleep on the lazy boy. With the hood covering his eyes.
That's Ben.
Takes his fucking AirPod out. Hey, dog. Like, what the fuck is Crazy Ben?
Holy shit, I didn't know you were here, Ben.
How long you been here?
Never left. At Leia's quince, him all drunk. Hey.
I like how he immediately made her Hispanic.
Oh, just like a sweet 16, sorry. You know what I mean? Like a fucking moment in her life, and it's Crazy Ben all, hey, so what grade you in?
It's that Crazy Ben again.
Wow.
That's a whole fucking storyline. That's fucking horrible.
Dr. Yoshi Puff also said that Ahsoka hit Vader on the right side of the helmet. Obi-Wan hit him on the left side, and Luke took off the whole helmet. Like, fucked him up.
Ash was right, dude. He's just like,
imagine when he took off the helmet, like his crew behind him. Oh,
dude, Ash had a point, dude. Like, Vader's just getting lit up like in every iteration.
But that's what I'm saying, man. Is that I think that's his downfall. His downfall is his passion, that he gets so fired up in a fight, and that is still part of like Anakin, dude. That's how he was.
Like your book name is That Time I Whooped Vader. Like
that time I whooped Vader.
Like different times around the world that you whipped right, like. And he showed up late for the rent, and he started talking that shit.
Come on,
started talking that passionate shit. You know Vader. You know how he is.
Do the dishes.
No.
Zach says,
so much
hate. Yeah, it says, so much hate and racism towards the third sister. Yeah, there was a lot of hate that was.
I saw that.
A lot, dude. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, come on.
But I really like the way that
was before even the storyline you're gonna get. Like the storyline, like it was a bad guy being a bad guy, but at the same time, like you got a fleshed out storyline where it encompasses within Obi-Wan's storyline. Like, fuck.
Yeah,
I think that Luke was his favorite and never even talked to Leia. Just because of where we got the introduction.
Yeah, that's what it made. Yeah. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like in A New Hope was like Luke was the favorite. Obi-Wan was all talking to Luke.
He's not paying attention to. Hey, Leia's fucking captured. Yeah, cool. But like Luke's like, look, hey, I'm watching this softball game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, okay, so, I'll be at her birthday. Like, right? And then Leia has aggressive. Adorable moment, like, are you my dad? And then like, okay.
Yeah.
Anything you want. He was on Amazon that night. It was Obi-Wan checking on Amazon and just buying her fucking everything. Like fucking where she walks through the thing and it's a car wash and at the end it's an alligator and goes into a pit of water. Like that's everything. He got her everything. Are you my dad? No.
That hit her. That hit really close to home for Ash.
And then too, the part where she runs away and he still handles his shit, and then it was kind of like that little earn my spot back. Like, he ran away, and that little fucking bro. They knew how to especially
just like that.
Like it was the Mandalorian and the fucking Grogu. That storyline. It was the little like you're making the fucking badass care. Like that's what's happening. And then the whole little like when they landed, I kind of felt like, oh, and she ran for the droid and not him. I was kind of like, you motherfucker. Like, I saved your ass. Oh, yeah, your droid. You got your droid back. Cool, bro. Like, cool. All right, cool.
Oh, perfect. Like, Disney can sell this at Disneyland now.
Shit, right?
I sacrificed myself twice.
Yeah. You see my arm? Fucking burn my arm.
It hurts.
I still have
scars.
Yeah, no, get your droid.
Come on, go play with your fucking droid.
Little pound moment, like, hey, so you take care. Oh, you take care. And that storyline of like how that shit gets filled, like whatever training she's gonna do, and like it's almost like a Mulan thing. Like she's gonna become a general, and that whole her whole storyline could be like, oh, okay, we thought you were a tomboy, but you're like full on Mulan. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there could be that little season of her becoming, like how fucking Sarah Connor became Sarah Connor. Yeah. I'm scared of everything to fucking
just badass.
John. Like, fuck yeah.
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 It makes sense. What Dr. Yoshi Fluff says, they say he wants to let go of the dark side, but he's stuck. So, I mean, it makes sense, why he's constantly getting his ass kicked, because he wants to let go, but he can't. And, that's what.
And he just but then Obi-Wan was doing that thing that guys should never do to their to their lady friends of you just need to let it go. Like, stop being so angry. Like, it was just like pissing him off even more, but by telling him like,
fucking let go already.
Too aggressive. Yeah. And it was just like pissing him off even more.
Yeah.
You know what's sad too is like when Vader blows up that planet, it was kind of like he's blowing up the new boyfriend's house. Like he's just blowing up. Like it's like a fucking Mad Cops episode of like found out where the new boyfriend lives. so you blow that shit up. Like,
she's like, you won't do it. I won't do it. You won't do it. I won't do it. You won't do it. Boom.
I don't got priors. Let's get in stormtroopers and do this shit. Like, no, fuck that. He took her to lunch, dog. Fuck that motherfucker. Yeah. And he blows up his trailer, but it's a planet.
Oh man.
There's Zach is also asking us if we saw Top Gun yet.
Yes. Two big thumbs up. That movie is much better than it had any reason to be.
Mad nod to 80s movies, like, but at the same time, it was like everything you love, enough nostalgia to keep you in. Hey, wink, wink. Yeah. To fucking mad 80s movies. Like, fuck. You could give Miles Teller Top Gun. Like, that was a good way to be like, and then all you have to do is have Maverick show up. You know, like Dennis the Menace, like, you just all fucking, you fucked up, and him slowly becoming like everybody that's ever yelled at him. He's becoming fucking. But anyway,
there was like legit. It was probably the most fun I've had in the movies in a minute. Like, it was just such a, like, you feel the tension, and I don't know anything about dog fights with airplanes and shit, but like as the things are happening, they are doing a good job of narrating. They're going into attack formation, like, dude, whatever. Like, God, so good.
I have a question about that. He is the one that made them care. Like, that was a suicide mission.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like to come home, right? I'm sorry, it's spoiler. To come home, right? And they're like, yeah, dog, for sure. Like, but no, like, we're gonna make this happen.
Right. Yeah. It was like they were almost seen expendable, but then Tom Cruise was like, no. If I'm doing this so they can all come home. Every single one of them.
I mean, it makes sense because he lost his wingman. He lost Goose, so it makes sense.
That last one, you gotta go see it.
It's a really good fucking film. Perfect rating. It's a really great.
Really, it's one of those absolutely out of the park action movies that they haven't had in a very long time. Like,
I didn't want to see it.
About an action movie, like, you'll talk about Red Notice because like The Rock and fucking Ryan Reynolds, but it's a streaming thing. You haven't seen a movie at a movie theater and went, that is an action movie.
Right.
Like, Stallone, do whatever you're gonna do for the next 50 fucking years. Like, the perfect action movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, it's really good. I had no care to see it. Dana wanted to see it, so we went to go see it opening weekend.
Was Dana very much like, was she like, we see your shit all the time, man, let's go watch Top Gun?
It was insinuated. Yeah. So I just like, all right.
Hey, yeah, I got you. Hey, right there.
I saw somebody went to go see Lightyear and had a good time with.
Lightyear was so fucking good, dude.
That one I haven't seen yet.
It is so good. Like, I was impressed.
Same. What's the small little weird shit about like the same-sex kiss thing?
Nothing's weird about it, dude.
No. What is the?
Why you do that to him? Why
I know.
You know what he's asking, you asshole.
Yeah, like I'm not saying anything. I'm saying what the TMZ.
It'd be different if Ash was like, "What's up with that gay shit?" Like,
like you just did.
Yeah, it's like I just did.
Yeah, I was like,
wait, there was a controversial kiss.
There was a same-sex kissing scene. It wasn't like everyone's blowing it up, dude. Like, it's like they swear that it's gonna harm the children. Like, you know,
about the children.
Like, it was nothing, dude.
Is it Buzz?
No, It wasn't Buzz. I read it. Well, my wife Diana, she told me about it, and the way that she explained it to me, it sounded like it was Buzz, and I'm just like, that's fucking cool. You know,
it's
like, that's awesome. No, it's not Buzz. It's one. It's like it's his best friend in the film.
Thing, man.
Huh?
It's a clickbait thing. Like you're using key phrases for you to click on it. Like that's why it's the buzz right now.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, but I mean, honestly, I think Chris Evans had a great, because they asked him about it, you know, like, well, how do you feel about it, the controversy? He goes, you know what, man, people need to grow up. You know, like flat out, he's like, people need to grow up. These people are still living in the Stone Age, and honestly, the world's passing them by, and they need to grow up. That's all he said, and it's just like it was like perfectly like worded. You know what I mean? But yeah, they made a big deal over nothing. You know, like it's just like the world is changing. You need to change and you need to evolve. There's nothing wrong with, you know, a man loving another man or a woman loving another woman. Like, love is love, bro. Like, get over it.
I heard that fucking last Thursday, and I will not hear that from you again, Esteban.
What? Love is love, bro. Make out with me.
No, see, okay, like I'm very passionate about my friends, you know, and I care about my friends very deeply. Okay, so it's like if I'm talking to you on the phone, or if I'm leaving and I say, all right, man, I'll see you later, I love you, bro, and I walk away, like I'm not saying it just to like get a giggle out of you. Like I'm saying it because I fucking mean it, dude. Like you mean something to me. You know what I mean? That's why I say it. I don't say it to everybody, you know, but like when I say it, I mean, you're part of my fucking core group of people, man. So Luis, man, I love you. And Ash, and I love you, man. So
I love you too, man.
What's happening? How did we get here to this Oprah moment? What's happening?
Weed, bitch. That's what happened.
Weed did do this. and alcohol.
And on that note, guys, that brings us to the end of our show. Thank you for those of you who commented, and
I love you too, Zach.
Thank you guys for commenting. It helps, spitball things. We can do more live things in the future so that we can keep these conversations going. But as always, this episode will be up on YouTube if you caught the middle of it, half of it, whatever. Check the very beginning of it. All of it was cool. But yeah, till the next one, we are Comix, and
we are everywhere.
Damn right. Good night, guys.
Thank you to everybody on Twitch. Thank you to everybody that was watching us on TikTok. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you guys soon.
That time Vader got his ass whipped.
Yeah.
Different chapters of like Ahsoka is like fucking episode 2. Like it's just different times that he got his ass whipped. Like, come on, let me get him.